Russia has approved a draft agreement with Saudi Arabia that would scrap visas for mutual visits, marking a major step in easing travel between the two countries. Under the draft, Russian and Saudi citizens would be allowed to visit each other's country for up to 90 days per calendar year, making short-term tourism and business trips much simpler and faster. The agreement, which was published on November 27, is set to take effect 60 days after it is formally signed and ratified by both sides, assuming no last-minute changes. However, travel for employment, study, or permanent residence would still require separate permits or long-term visas, so the waiver will only cover temporary stays. The visa exemption would also not apply to Russians traveling to Saudi Arabia specifically for the Hajj pilgrimage, where separate religious and security procedures will continue to apply. Russian travel industry experts say the move could significantly boost tourism flows in both directions, opening up new package tours and cultural exchanges. Recent data suggests that the number of Saudi citizens visiting Russia has surged in the past few years, reflecting growing interest in Moscow, St. Petersburg, and other destinations. Nearly 10,000 Saudis visited Russia in the first quarter of 2025 alone, a figure that represents a 66% increase compared with the same period a year earlier, according to Russian media. Saudi Arabia is now counted among the top 3 source countries for tourism in Russia, ranking just behind China and Turkey in terms of visitor numbers. Supporting this boom, Saudi Arabia's national airline Saudia began non-stop flights to Russia on October 10, creating a direct air bridge between the two nations. Saudi low-cost carrier Flynas also launched a regular Riyadh-Moscow service on August 1, further increasing seat capacity and making trips more affordable. More broadly, the list of visa-free or simplified visa destinations available to Russian travelers has continued to expand in 2025, even as relations with the West remain strained. China launched a 1-year trial in September, allowing Russian citizens to enter for up to 30 days without a traditional visa, signaling closer coordination between Beijing and Moscow. At the same time, Moscow has rolled out or expanded mutual visa waiver arrangements with countries such as Oman and Jordan, strengthening ties with partners in the Middle East. Russia has also extended a similar deal with Myanmar and is currently in talks with Kuwait and Bahrain over potential visa-free or simplified entry regimes. Industry analysts expect Russia's visa-free map to keep growing in the coming years, as Moscow uses easier travel rules to deepen trade, tourism, and political links with non-Western partners.